top down analysis, just open the daily time frame. From the daily time frame, just mark on the trend of the market. Use a trend line to show the direction of the market. For this case, initially the market was under the bullish, but in this case, using the trend line, you can see clearly the market is under the bearish, meaning the sellers are taking the position. Also, you can use the lower low with the lower high. In short, the market structure to see clearly the direction of the market. Now I drew my zigzag lines to show whether the market is bearish. Now that was the lower high, the lower low, the lower high, lower low, and finally the lower high, of which it's breaking a trend line, confirming change of character soon. Now from there you can just mark you can just go to 4-hour time frame. For 4-hour time frame, we're expecting now to identify the major zone, the zones of interest. Once we use those zones of interest, remember there are high probability zones which the market is likely to take the direction. Now for the 4 hours, you can see clearly now the direction of the market is changing from the bearish to bullish. For instance, there's a break of character, a break of a structure somewhere else there. Let me draw the structure. Now I want to draw the resistance zone, of which the resistance zone at this particular point was broken with a high momentum buying candle. Let's see. I draw my resistance zone at this particular point. Now you can see initially before the market broke, it touched the resistance zone, then tried to bull back, but there was strong momentum of the buyers. They broke the zone. Now we're expecting the price to retest back to the zone, and now our resistance will act as a demand zone. As it taps in, likely we can use the change of character in the lower time frame, then fair value gap, then we buy. Now let's go to, okay, before we go, this was our demand zones. Remember, you can see there's some 3 touches there. While the market was touching into our demand zones, there was a buying position. Now we go to 15 time frame. In a 15 time frame, once the price touches on our 4-hour entry zone, now we're expecting to have a change of character, the fair value gap. Once the price touches into the fair value gap, now we're expecting to take a trade, either a buy or a sell. For this case, I went in for some sales. Okay, there was some sales from a resistance zone up there, but this was a minor resistance zone. Now you can see that there's a lot of noise in that market, but now I'm waiting for the 4 hours execution, whereby the resistance zone which turned to demand zone, I'm expecting to have change of character in uptrend, change of character, fair value gap, tap in, then we do what? We do buy. If you like this, just subscribe to my channel for more clean setup from CTFX. See you.